So I'm here to share with you tonight a story, and we're wired for story. As human beings, we've been telling stories since the beginning of time. Some of you, or hopefully probably most of you, know Pixar. Yes, the amazing company that brought us Toy Story and many other amazing stories. They have a board in their main offices that say story is king. And what that means is we are all wired for story. That there are really just two main stories. One is the hero who conquers something, right? And then the other main story is good versus evil. And my story is both of those, good versus evil and the hero who conquers. So I want you to think about someone you love, a mom, a dad, a sibling, a grandparent, and they are diagnosed with cancer. It's probably common for most of us actually in this room. They have no symptoms, it comes from nowhere, and it has already spread to multiple parts of their body. It's Friday at 5 o'clock, and you are going to start chemotherapy with them on Monday. And the chemotherapy that they will give your loved one is for a different diagnosis, and that chemotherapy drug was developed 20 years ago. And now imagine that that person is a child. It is your niece, your nephew, a cousin, someone you babysat or nannied for. This is the reality for the 46 children who were diagnosed with cancer today. And on December 12, 2008, my 3-year-old son was one of them. Our son Luke was diagnosed with stage 4 embryonal rhabdomyosarcoma, which is cancer of soft muscle tissue. This is one of my favorite photos of Luke during treatment because it shows how truly young and innocent he was. He had just turned 3. He was diagnosed 5 days after his 3rd birthday, and he truly had no idea what was going on. And he did everything that he possibly could to get back to normal, which is to play. And you can see his spirit still there in this photo. Worldwide, a child is diagnosed with cancer every 2 minutes. 1 in 285 children will be diagnosed with cancer before the age of 20. Childhood cancer symptoms present as other things: runny nose, fever, unexplained abdominal pain. So children go undiagnosed for a very long time, resulting in about 80% of children being metastatic at diagnosis. Stage 3 is local metastases, and then of course stage 4 is distant and multiple. So our son was stage 4 at diagnosis. It had already spread to his lungs and a couple lymph nodes. And when they did the original, what was an ultrasound and then an MRI, the official report was too many lung mets to count. And this, of course, greatly reduces children's long-term prognosis and survival rates. Childhood cancer is the #1 disease killer of children. It kills more children than AIDS, cystic fibrosis, asthma, diabetes, and all genetic anomalies combined. So why should this matter and why should you care? Of course, more adults get cancer than kids do. Yes, that is true. But children are diagnosed earlier in life, and they lose more years to cancer than the average adult. And children don't get the same cancers that adults get. Children don't get lung, breast, or prostate cancer. Childhood cancer waits for no one, not even your 4th birthday. So this is Luke on December 7th of 2009, getting chemotherapy in the Peds Oncology infusion unit down at Mott. So Luke went from that to this. This picture was taken in September of 2011 at the 46 Mamas Shave for the Brave event, which was the first time that I shaved my head to raise money for childhood cancer research. Luke has been cancer-free since October of 2009, and he really is a statistical anomaly. The 5-year survival rate for Luke's diagnosis is less than 35%.